This poem is called What Teachers Make. He says the problem with teachers is, what's a kid going to learn from someone who decided that his best option in life was to become a teacher?
Hi, I'm Robyn Nichols.
He reminds the other dinner guests that it's true what they say about teachers, those who can do and those who can't teach.
My job is a elementary school art teacher, and I ended up there after I've been in education for 20-some years, but took a roundabout route to get there. Didn't know that I wanted to be a teacher until I kind of stumbled into it. So I started out in preschool and then taught kindergarten, regular, so early childhood ed. Then I worked in elementary ed for a few years in private schools. Then went to special education in public schools. Did that for probably 6 years. And for the past 5 years have been teaching art in public school. I teach now in North Wildwood at a public school called Margaret Mace. It's a different socioeconomic area than in the previous schools in which I taught.
I mean, you're a teacher, Taylor. Come on, be honest. What do you make? And I wish he hadn't done that. Asked me to be honest. Because you see, I have this little policy in my classroom about honesty and ass-kicking, which is if you ask for it, then I have to let you have it. You want to know what I make? I make kids work harder than they ever thought they could. I can make a C+ feel like a Congressional Medal of Honor, and I can make an A- feel like a slap in the face. How dare you waste my time with anything less than your very best?
In the time when I grew up, I was not from a family that had a working mom. I had a stay-at-home mom, and my ambition at that point was to be a mom. And we didn't call them stay-at-home moms then, because all moms were stay-at-home moms. It was before women were commonly in the workplace. So really, I never thought I was going to need a career. So I guess in college, probably I didn't really take it too. I mean, I took my studies seriously, but I never actually applied that to any thoughts of my future career. So I guess I didn't really consider my options as much as probably I should have. In my spare time, I was always a very crafty, person, and loved getting messy and doing all that kinds of stuff. Never put it together that was something else you could do for a career. Thought everyone did that, and it wasn't until like after the early childhood, and then even with special education, I had to be very creative in modifying kids' programs and trying to entice kids. How do I make this fun for them? How do I, make it more appealing to them? And so I found that I was using creativity that way, and then being that I guess I was tapping into that creative part more and more often, then it just kind of came forth that I became more interested personally in art for myself. And then if I was taking all these art courses because I wanted to know how to do it for me, well, don't I just apply that and combine the whole thing and be an art teacher? It would have been way more efficient if I had thought this out as a teenager, or whenever I was in college, but I was having some other fun then. I don't know whether I would be in the same place. Of course, I don't regret any of the education or the experiences that I had, because it did give me an appreciation. I don't know whether I would enjoy what I'm doing now as much. I may have been more cynical, jaded. It might just be a job, where now it's really something I feel like, I've come through all of these milestones, and now, this is kind of what I'm choosing. I really like this. I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried this, and I really like this because I have now something to compare it to.